Books will not help you, nor will guides, at least most of them. When it comes to books, though, I would say psychology books are the most useless piece of literature on the planet. When I had psychological problems in trading, all I needed was what is inside of this video. Actual practical ways to reset my psychology. And I've had many one-on-ones with my students, and they would come to me saying, hey, I overtrade, I take a loss, and then I'm angry, I'm depressed the entire day, and I've experienced every single one of these emotions. Every single one. I may not list them in this video, but I want you to understand, as the person watching this video, you are being targeted if you have any psychology problems. Fixing your psychology is as simple as mastering your life. And there are 3 paths down here. The last one is more practical. These 2, honestly, I would say you need to focus on more. Because the practical one is only really an extra step. These first 2 that we're about to get to, such as have a life outside of trading, are the foundation. You need to have a life outside of trading. Why is this very important? And I'm going to answer this by breaking down a one-on-one call I had with one of my students, who now is a mentor in my Discord server. He told me that every time he would take a loss, he would be extremely depressed the entire day. He would gamble, trying to make back the loss. He would overtrade. And every time he saw a setup, he would have FOMO. What if I miss today? What if I don't make money today? What if I... And I asked him a simple question. And I think this applies to many of you. And look, I'm going to ask you this question too. Answer this within your head. How many hours a day are you spending time trying to learn and master trading? Most of you are going to say more than 6 hours. And that is exactly what my student said. He told me that he spends more than 6 hours mastering trading, learning, watching courses, backtesting, everything. And I asked him this simple question. I said, do you have a life outside of trading? Do you talk to a woman? Do you go to the gym? Do you play video games? He said, no, I cut everything out just for trading. And I said, this is exactly what you're losing. A trader is not a boxer. You cannot be on the charts all of the time. The David Goggins and monk mode lifestyle is not going to work. If anything, you need a meditation lifestyle. You need a clear mind. If you can't take a loss and be content with it, you'll never be profitable. I took my best trades and I had my best winning months when I was addicted to League of Legends. Let that sink in for a second. The reason for that is I would get on charts 10 minutes before 9:30. I would take a loss. And then I'd be like, okay, League of Legends. I want to play League of Legends. I want to play League of Legends. I would not care a single bit about the loss that I just took. All I want is to play League of Legends. Therefore, that was my second life. That was my life outside of trading. Now, obviously, League of Legends is a depressing life. Don't get me wrong. But it does prove my point that you need something outside of trading to make you happy. You are not a boxer. If you're a boxer, if you're an MMA fighter, if you're a UFC fighter, if you... anything else, honestly. Not just trading. Anything else in life. If you do anything else, any other business, any other skill, any other niche, then it would completely make sense for you to be working all day. I mean, hey, you're hungry for your goals. It's completely understandable. But you are a trader currently. If you train the whole day and then trade 9:30 and you take a loss, it's going to mess your mind up, isn't it? I worked this hard and I just took a loss and I just blew my funded account. Really, the reality is, if you woke up in the morning at like 9, 8, 7, whatever, had a deep work session, worked on trading for a few hours, then you went to the gym, then you relaxed for a bit, had some food, whatever, nothing trading related, got on charts at 9:30, took a loss, and then went outside with your friends or alone. You went for a walk, just anything outside of charts, you would be 1,000,000 times more profitable. Purely because you are not allowing that loss to destroy your mental. And this is also the thing with FOMO too. If you have a life outside of trading, you wouldn't be so scared of missing a trade because you're thinking more of your life outside of the charts. For me, it's like, I get on charts. Charts don't look good. There's a setup that I see. If it plays out, I hit a 10R. You wait, nothing happens. You wait, nothing happens. There's two paths after this that you can go down. Path number one is forcing a trade. And then forcing a trade leads to destruction of your psychology and a destruction of your capital. Path number two is, I don't know what's going on the charts today. So, hey boys, let's go out. Let's go have fun. Let's go approach women. See what I mean? Therefore, trading becomes 1,000,000 times easier. Now, doing this and having a life outside of trading doesn't mean you should put trading second. Trading comes first. That's what's going to change your life. But you need something to accompany you because it can be lonely and it can mess up your mind. So doing this will help you with FOMO, will help you with managing losses. Now, there are many more emotions that beginners experience, such as fear of entering a trade, which we'll get to later, and more other stuff. And on this point though, if we go over here, clean your room before you dominate the world. Now, this applies to every single niche out there. If you don't have a clear mental state, you will not win. Meditate. Clean your room. Get rid of shit in your life. Wake up, make your bed, take that cold shower, go for a walk, get some espresso. Be okay. Don't live in a mess, bro. And then come back and dominate. This will change your trading journey, I promise you. People paid me for me to tell them this, but I'm telling you this for free, purely because it's the simplest fix ever. Moving on to our second point. We go back. Master yourself through self-improvement. Now, as I said before, trading is a disciplined lifestyle. Trading is your mind and your brain and your focus. Therefore, it's not physical. If your life isn't in order, your trading will fail. I want you to imagine a pen, okay? So hold one end of the pen with your right hand and the other end with your left hand. Hold it in a way so that the pen is straight. Now, your right hand introduces your life. Your left hand introduces your trading. If you put everything into trading, what happens is your left hand keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher until it can't go higher because there is an anchor at the bottom. There's a shackle at the bottom holding it back. That's your life. But if you master your life as you are mastering trading, this shackle suddenly becomes a foundation that pushes the right hand up. And your trading continues to go up. And when your trading goes up, you master yourself even more. Your right hand also goes up. Your life goes up. And this, if you just literally do this with your hands run out on a pen, you'll realize both your hands are going up and up and up and up and up and up. Improve your health state by fixing your bad habits. Meditate. Meditation is a mastering of your mind. If you have fear, it is because you aren't meditating. If you have no discipline, it is because you are not meditating. Fear of taking a loss. Oops, I'm sorry. Just trying to pick on my lighter. Fear of entering a trade. Anything in trading related to discipline and fear comes from a lack of meditation in your lifestyle. Now, what is meditation though? You may ask, Androgen. Meditation is a bicep curl, but for your brain. Now, your goal with meditation, I think my lighter just ran out of gas. I can't light my cigarettes. It's fine. Your goal with meditation should not be to sit in silence and focus on your breath. It should be progressive overload, just like with any other exercise. Start with 5 minutes a day. Add 5 minutes every week. So today is 1st of January, for example, just a random day. Or let's just say you have 4 weeks. Today is day 1 of week 1. I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes. Week 2. I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes every day now, but I'm going to add something. Instead of meditating at home, I'm going to go meditate outside. There's more noise. There are more distractions. Week 3. I'm going to meditate for 15 minutes and I'm going to add another obstacle. I'm going to recall memories that annoy me and then try to meditate. Week number 4, 20 minutes of meditation. I'm going to add another obstacle. I'm going to meditate while I'm taking a cold shower or while I'm taking a cold plunge or a cold bath. Then what that does is it builds extreme mental strength. And cold showers are extremely helpful for you. Not because of testosterone, not because of everything, purely because cold showers is what you don't want to do, yet you do it anyway. Mental resilience. Semen retention. If you're watching porn, if you're ejaculating, you are literally destroying your dopamine receptors. You are destroying your dopamine receptors. You are destroying your ability to have mental resilience. Therefore, no porn and no semen retention. And no ejaculation. I can make a whole hour-long video on semen retention, which if you want me to do, I'll do it. You should not die until you know what your body is capable of. And there was a famous quote, which I don't remember. It was something along the lines of, literally, I don't remember it. But if you aren't, if you are not waiting, messed up my phrase. If you aren't lifting weights, if you aren't working on yourself physically, then what kind of man are you? A better body equals a better mind. And a better body helps you through everything in life. For me personally, when I walk outside with a compression shirt, or not even just a compression shirt, honestly, any shirt, the whiteness of my shoulders showing, the size of my traps, my chest showing, everybody treats me with more respect, and I have more confidence, and I have less fear. If you aren't doing these basic stuff, you're not going to win. And let me tell you something. If you take drugs, if you drink alcohol, if you have junk food, stay in the 99%. Guys, there's something that differentiates the 99% from the 1%. And the 1%, I've noticed, the guys at the very top, they are obsessed with optimization. Optimize everything in your life, bro. Everything, every single hormone, every single habit. I've personally been taking courses on speaking, on body language. I don't take drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't watch porn. I don't ejaculate. I weightlift every day. I meditate every day, and I take cold showers. Ever since I started doing this, people respected me more, and my life just became better. I don't feel any more stress. And now I'm looking for ways to optimize my life even more. So optimize yourself, fix your life, fix your mental states and your discipline. On to the last step, which is the more practical way, is your personal trading rules. Now, I could be like any other YouTuber, and I could type what I'm about to say so you can just take a screenshot or you can see it on the screen. But instead, I want you to take a piece of paper and write down what I'm about to say. If you're scared of trading or you're scared of entering a trade, it is probably because you're risking too much. You're risking too much, don't you think? Don't you think that's it? So if you have a $100,000 account and you enter, if you say your own capital, then it's different. But are you willing to lose 1% of your account in a few minutes? In 1 minute, in a single 1 minute candle? Lower the risk to 0.5%. If you're still scared, lower it to 0.2%. Who cares what others think of your risk management? If you are trading at your best abilities, so it doesn't matter that you look weak by risking less. What matters is if you are hitting green weeks and months in your personal trading journey. It's all that matters. You should have rules in place because rules are needed for discipline, for everything in life. Personally, I have rules for my life, and I have a piece of paper that I keep with me all the time. And every time I learn a lesson from life, I set a new rule for myself. And just some of these rules, now I'm going to say the first one, and it might sound weird, but some of these rules are such as never hit a woman. Now, I've never hit a woman before. I've learned this from my mom, from my father. Never yell at a woman. Always open the door for your woman. It's stuff like this that give discipline to your life, that give strength to what you do, and make what you do more meaningful. And the same principle applies to trading. If I lose 2%, I don't trade. If I lose one trade, I have the risk. Stuff like this. Now, I'm going to give you my personal rules. If you don't have a piece of paper ready, you're not going to remember these. And I'm sat here as a mentor, a profitable fucking trader, giving you rules that I use every day in my trading. If you don't want to use them for free, then fuck off on video. This video is not for you. Rule number 1, I only and always risk 1%. No more, no less. If I'm on a 5K account, I risk $50. If I'm on a 100K account, I risk $1,000. 1% all the time. Rule number 2, if I lose a trade, I have to risk. So if I lose 1%, then I'm risking 0.5%. Number 3, if I lose 2% in a single day, I'm down for the day. Rule number 4, if I hit a winning trade, whether that's a partial or a full take profit, or even if it's just 1 hour, even if it's just 1%, I'm done for the day. Next, if the trading day doesn't make any sense, I don't trade. If there are news after New York, or there's just big news, most of the time, I don't trade. And that's my rules. That's it. And also, the last rule. On days where Asia session expands, I don't trade. I hope this video helped you guys. There's nothing more in my heart than the willingness to make you guys profitable. It's the only goal I want. If anything, me as a mentor, if I make you profitable, then I make more money. Don't you think? Because you're going to pay me more to learn. It's that simple. I want to catch you guys in the next one. If you want to trade with me and my boys, join the Discord in the description and comment section.